What's good, y'all? I'm hearing rumors out there that Canelo Alvarez, you know, he see all these fights out here getting made, and Canelo want the attention back on him. They saying Canelo might be willing to step in there with David Benavidez. Now, Spence and Crawford just been made, and that is by far the biggest the biggest legacy fight in the sport this year. And Canelo Alvarez, he claims to be the face of boxing, and many do claim him to be the current face of boxing. Even with Tank doing the 1.2 million pay-per-view buys with Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez still feels like he's the face of boxing. And Canelo, he was talking about trying to fight Bivol again to avenge that loss. And to be honest, that fight isn't really appealing to the fans. You know what I mean? Seeing how Bivol beat him the first time. I mean, I give you credit for getting in there with a difficult ass opponent like Bivol and all that, but Canelo's chances are very slim to beat Bivol. Let's keep it a buck. Like when somebody school you like that through 12 rounds, nobody be wanting to see that rematch because he just gonna school your ass again, probably stop you. You know what I mean? But I always said if Canelo fights Benavidez, that's arguably a bigger fight than Spence and Crawford. And Canelo, I'm hearing, is thinking about making that fight now for September. Spence and Crawford supposed to fight July 29th. And, Canelo usually fight on the Mexican dates in May and in September. And this September, he's finna fight another Mexican. And that fight is gonna be so huge. Cause that is like, the second most dangerous opponent that Canelo can get in there with, arguably. And he's another Mexican. He's a top contender. That's a fight nobody can complain about. And it's for undisputed if he fight Benavidez. So he's taking a huge risk with the belts on the lines. You got to respect that. And that fight is just as big as Spence and Crawford, man. It's just as big, trust me. Canelo sell out fights in minutes. That's what they be saying, the zone. And if you look at his crowds, he do be having about over 50,000. I heard he had like 60,000 in Mexico. So, and Benavidez, he just did his first pay-per-view. He did around 100 something thousand, I heard. So he's bringing something to the table. He's bringing fans to the table. That fight will do over 1 million. I know it will. Spence and Crawford might do over 1 million. And you know what I mean? I know PBC, they made Tank versus Ryan. They made Spence versus Crawford. They had the money. They never complain about money when it comes to Canelo. And Canelo got 40 million guaranteed from PBC for the Plant fight. So Canelo knows the money is there. Not just the 40 million, but PBC gave him a lot of stuff to do that fight with Plant. Canelo, came out on top of the world financially when it came to that fight. So I know he's probably willing to do business with PBC again. This shit might be true. It's just rumors. I haven't seen no articles or nothing on it. I don't really trust Canelo to make big fights like this, but if it's true, you got to give him props. You know what I mean?